Watch the Thrones has
Watch the
returned. Watch the Thrones has returned.
What?
Watch the Thrones has returned.
Yeah! That's right. So drink.
Drink. Your king commands it.
Yes,
Drink.
sir.
Your king commands it.
That is right. We are back. It is Watch the Motherfucking Thrones.
Yes.
Where we talk about all things Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire, everything
House
in
of
George.
the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Anything and everything. All the shows, the movies, the spin-offs.
The books, the plays, the arrests, the convictions, the murders, the everything in Georgetown.
Anything and everything involving George R.R. Martin.
We do that here.
Essentially.
I'm your host, Mackie Jones.
And I am your host, Warren Aries the Kid of House Logan. Doctor of Fire. And Crusher of Dreams.
No, hang on though. Doctor of Fire. That's pretty great.
Lord of Fire.
Yeah.
For the show.
I am Sir Mackie of House Jones from, somewhere out there in the Blackwater. I don't give a fuck. Fellow Green Seer and wielder of Wildfire.
What of Wildfire?
When you wield something.
Oh, wielder of Wildfire.
Wielder of Wildfire wielder and part-time dragon tamer. Yeah.
Part-time. Just something I do when I'm bored. Just decided I would tame dragons,
I just need something to get out of the house,
It's a great way to stay in shape.
It's a great occasionally I'll go, head on some missions with the Golden Company. It's get some time in the sun. It's a great way to tan, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
Yes.
Occasionally I will go intern at the at the House of Black and White in Bravos. It's great education, and you learn a lot of skills, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
Oh, wow.
Occasionally I'll attend a Dothraki wedding because, there's a lot of food, it's a lot of great company, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
That's
damn right.
That's just rude.
Occasionally I'll start an affair with Cersei Lannister because, she's a great lay and she's hot and what were we talking about?
It's a great way to stay in shape.
Right before she kills you for some reason. All right, but there you go.
I don't want it.
We know.
I never have.
We know. We know. We know.
I've heard winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
I don't want it. I never have.
So that being said, we're all of that. And now our watch has ended. All right, good night.
Yep, bye. Get out.
So, right, where to begin?
All right, so thought I would give a little fact.
Yeah.
Speaking of Wildfire. Wildfire, as you may or may not know, is inspired
what comes out
by...
my... Go on.
Greek fire.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it was used by the Byzantines, the Eastern Romans. You could use it to in naval warfare, and it would even burn water. So
boring. That's real life. That is not what we're here for.
thought I would give you a little thing about that, and
It is cool.
There's mystery behind it. No, we're not quite sure how you make it. It was introduced in like 672 by some fucking emperor. Some Constantine motherfucker.
Some cunt.
One of the Constantines, you know. Whoever was Constantine in 672. Whichever one that was. There's like 12 or 13 of them, I think.
Indeed.
Anyway, so it was used in their defense of Constantinople against the Arab ships when they tried to invade. And then, like I said, we don't really know what it's made of. Some form of petroleum or something like that is thought to have been made, or have been in the mix. Probably sulfur, probably pitch. Not sure how to ignite it, but quicklime was probably used to help ignite it with some ingredients, thrown in at the last minute to enhance it. You need sand or vinegar to extinguish it, so you couldn't just pour water on it.
I see.
And it would be packed into ships. They would use it as arrows. They would
Interesting.
all kinds of fun ways. So that's
I dig
the inspiration behind Wildfire. I kind of want to see more of that.
Yeah. I remember seeing a thing about how the others are based off of like an old Irish like folktale thing, but I can't remember what they were called, but they had like a very weird name. Like the Reets or Yeats or some crazy thing
I've
like
seen that too. I forget the name of it, but yeah, I've seen that.
But all right.
Zombies.
Zombie. So to continue with the mini series of this podcast of we'll call it the Katie Corner. The
One day
update
we'll
where I
actually
say,
have to actually have Katie on for her segment.
yeah,
That would be interesting.
I think if we could ever get the kids away for a second, but yeah, like basically, yeah. Let's see. She just passed. She's now in book 2, so that's cool. Big Walder and Little Walder just showed up, so I'm excited to see her reactions to that. Yeah.
All right.
And how are you doing, sir? On a Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Well, I fucked up. No,
You
actually, so it was a very annoying story. Actually, I went to listen to it on Audible on one of my other devices, and it was all glitchy. So eventually, I had to restore it. So I was like, well, while I'm waiting for this to download and do whatever it's supposed to do, I'll just go on my other phone and play it there. Picked up right where I left off, right? No. Starting from the very beginning. It's not very hard to do. After I finish the song and the episodes, I'm gonna get back into it because I just found my place.
Yeah.
So, just found where I was. I am most of the way through the second story. They are they're just getting ready to leave. They found out that Eustace was he was a traitor.
He was a traitor.
He
was a scoundrel.
He fought for the blacks.
Fires. He was a liar and a cheat.
Yes. For the black.
Fired. Yeah.
Yes. That's going to be the thing for this episode.
Oh, okay then. All right.
For the series.
Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, and buckle yourselves
Watch
to your
out
horses.
for those black fires.
Whenever I'm walking down a street in Westeros, I make sure to cross to the other side whenever I see a black fire.
Yeah.
Because there are certain members of my community that I do not want And I think we both know what those members of those community are, and those people are called Blackfire Rebellion people.
You know,
Goddamn.
I would be very upset if my daughter married a Blackfire.
All right. Well, let's touch on some Martin news, I guess. So, as all y'all know, the writer's strike, the actor's strike, it's a whole thing. It's still where it's at. Who knows how long it's going to be, but he's still working on wins. He's always been working on wins, but he's moving through it.
I think George orchestrated the strike so he could work on the books.
Do you think George orchestrated the pandemic? So he's working on wins. And the YouTuber Talking Thrones put together a great video. Well, he didn't put it together, but basically this other person for like a news thing put together this great Twitter feed, I think, of like all of Martin's Winds of Winter updates from the last decade. And it's I don't know. You would think it'd be a depressing read, but especially when you get towards the end, with how well he's been doing, it gets a lot more hopeful, So, so the downside to this strike, though, is that, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the show has been halted. I think the Aegon show, of course, that was even further behind in production. Like, that was still getting developed, but I think it was about to get greenlit. So all those things, yes, we know House of the Dragon is still going from our last episode. We talked about that. So yeah. Oh, yes. Martin is working on a play, so that's cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So, shout out to Georgie. Yeah. Yeah, give a round of applause for Georgie. He's doing his thing,
All right.
Musically speaking, I feel like George R. R. Martin sometimes with how much shit we have to do. Especially with the Last Man Fallen album. Last Man Fallen's first album is our wins at this point. Because it's oh my God. We've been working on that almost as long as he's been working on wins, dude.
It's coming.
And it's going to be great.
Coming.
It's going to be legendary. Wouldn't that just be great if our album and wins came out at the same time?
Okay, so
yeah, we'll see.
I think we need to pause this podcast and
get to work. Shit. So with that being said, let's get to our big segment today. All right. And it's perfectly appropriate with Warren's earlier joke, but
about the black
fires. I reckon how
way too much fun to do.
How much do you reckon? How southern do you think south of the wall is? I reckon, because I reckon based on the evidence at hand, it's pretty southern.
So there's a quote that a wise man said, Malcolm X. He said something to the effect of, "If you are south of the Canadian border, you are south."
Dang.
So I just thought I would, bring that up because I thought that was a good tie-in for us in this little segment.
Would it be racist to suggest that Malcolm X was a wildling? That sounds very fucked up. Like, well, obviously
okay.
Can we just talk about how like all the wildlings are just like white? It seems like.
But all right, I mean, we can make interesting comparisons though. That could be fun.
Malcolm X was king.
Civil rights.
King beyond the wall.
Yeah. Like civil rights, comparing the struggle to the wildlings and what they were about. That could be a wild show.
Yeah, that's right. I think we'll have to wait. That'll be the contrasting show to this one. It's just how southern is south of the wall. All right.
Hand really.
So, first off, I'd like to talk about the theory related to the faceless man. We're gonna talk about this topic. It's coming.
It's coming, just like that Last Man Fallen album. And Winter Winter.
Shit. Yeah. Shoot. I do like the album title we came up with. You know, we would have not come up with the album title if it hadn't taken this long. The Storm That Was Promised. So yeah. I don't know if you remember that, but I messaged you that or call or asked to talk to. Okay.
That, yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. But not that, but something like that.
We'll come up with something better.
Yeah.
We'll see about it.
So yeah, let's just start off with the obvious, the first easy one.
Okay. What's that?
Incest.
Yep. Okay. All right. We're on the same place.
When you want to go Southern stereotypes and shit like that, like the south of the wall, you got the Targaryens who did that for like what thousands of years,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
And then, you know, Cersei and Jaime picked right up on that little tradition right when they left off. And, yeah, you know, the only exception could be Craster, but fuck Craster, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Craster's like that crazy inbred dude who went to move somewhere else but kept all his same habits. Like,
Right.
he belonged in the South.
He certainly did belong in the South.
But fuck Craster. So,
Facts.
let's see. People, okay, so incest. That's point number one. Number one, incest. All right.
Incest.
All day, every day. Number two, alcoholism.
Out of context, that would sound so crazy.
Yes,
From like,
yeah.
Incest, and you're like, all day, every day.
Whatever I got to do to get with Cersei, really.
Oh, you do want it, John. You want that incest.
Listen to your woman, John.
I never have.
Yeah, and how fortunate is that?
Can we just say how easy it was for Jon Snow to just fall back into his old Targaryen blood? For like, he didn't even think of like, so you're like my aunt.
Cool.
Fuck it.
That's that southern. That's that southern influence. That's that southern blood in him. Goddamn.
We'll see if that happens in the books, but I mean, in the show, I mean, he did not stop.
He did not stop. He barely even paused.
I don't even know if you noticed. just want to put that into perspective.
So I woke up today with the South Park episode about drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon and how it turns you instantly into white trash and then you get arrested like instantly. And so I think John just had himself some Pabst Blue you know, the name of the fucking wine. He had some Pabst Blue Shade.
There you go. Some Pabst Arbor Gold or something.
Pabst Blue Gold?
Pabst Blue Gold, yeah. There you go.
And Blue Ribbon Gold.
Blue Ribbon Gold.
Yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon Gold.
For the Targaryen who just wants something a little cheaper.
Oh, egg on the fourth drink. I don't think you give a fuck.
Hey. We could do a whole episode about my guy. My motherfucking dude. My ride or die right there.
The future of Game of Thrones.
Yo, fuck Azor Ahai. I just want Aegon the Fourth to come back reincarnated.
All right, sometime we might have to look up Future's life and compare it to Aegon the Fourth and see how true this holds up. Does he either go hilariously right or hilariously wrong?
Best Targaryen alive. Well, he's like Elvis. He's hiding in Cuba. He's hiding in Dorne, I guess. He's hiding in Dorne, yeah.
No, he's hiding in the Summer Isles.
Summer, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Summer Isles.
All right, so point number 1, incest. Point number 2, alcoholism.
Alcoholism, yep.
Because like they drink in the north, but they really drink in the south. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
In King's Landing. So, yeah. All right.
I don't know if I've ever seen Cersei drink water.
I don't think I've seen any of them drink water.
But when you see her, she's always drinking something. It's always wine.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Like, it's funny how similar to Tyrion she really is sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't tell Tyrion that.
Or
Don't tell her that, yeah.
Don't tell either one of them. Because they'll react in the same way. No, we're not.
And then you'll be dead. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's 2 points. Let's see. A third point.
Religion,
the 7. Very.
Yes.
Very devout. Except for those who aren't. But, you know, there's people who claim to be very devout and aren't in the South as well. So, yeah, it just got real. All right, so those are 3 pretty strong points, you know.
Yeah.
But why south of the wall is south as fuck. I'd like to get to 5. I think that'd be pretty solid, but I'm working on trying to make a comparison with like
okay.
Wait, there's farming. I mean, that's more of like the middle section, not really King's Landing. I guess not.
It was kind of agricultural times, so.
That's true. But I feel like there's more hunting.
Some way.
I feel like there's more hunting north of the wall than growing north of the wall.
Oh yeah,
know?
for sure. Okay. How about willingness to like fight over very small, like petty differences?
Yes. Whole wars.
Yep.
All right, so needless violence.
And they really don't like the black fires.
They really don't. I thought someone knocked on my door. All right. Number 5. I'm trying to work on like a joke about like, you know, like working on trucks as opposed to like wagons and shit, but there's not really. I mean, you know, not really. Let's see here. I don't know. You could compare the feasts to a barbecue, I suppose.
Okay.
You know, because like in this, you know, like they have a lot of like big family gatherings. A lot, or at least that was an older stereotype I heard once upon a time.
Yeah, and okay, so here we go, and then you have, you know, like the fighting pits and all that. You know, the tourneys and all that.
What is that, like cockfighting?
Yeah.
Dog fighting, cockfighting.
Or sometimes they would just, you know, they would have underground illegal boxing rings, you know.
I mean, shit, according to House, you had children fighting. So
exactly.
Yeah. And there you go. So south of the wall is southern as fuck. I tell you what.
Facts.
All right.
So here's a fun little question that we can guess for each other. Gryffindor. Oh shit, that was funny. Fuck. All right, so based on what we know about each other, which weapon do you think we would use in Game of Thrones? Like, so you pick.
Are we guessing for each? Yeah.
You guess mine and I guess yours.
Now, are we just sticking with regular weapons, or is it anything that can be weaponized?
regular weapons, but
Okay.
I feel like I like the so you know what, how about 2 answers then?
Okay, because I feel like you would totally be up for Wildfire. You know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, let's see. We have discussed in conversations past of you wielding an axe. We have discussed in conversations past of you wielding a warhammer. But I feel like you want something obnoxious that can do a lot with very little. So, so I'm gonna say axe just because you can hit and slice with it. I'm gonna give you an axe for now. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
massive battle axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe you have a double-sided weapon where it's like a warhammer on one side and an axe on the other.
Oh goddamn, yeah. All right, so
You got it. You'll figure it out.
So then your thing would be Wildfire, like that would be your guess as the optional secondary. Anything can be used as a weapon.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if we were to include, I feel like nature and animals, or magic and animals, you know, obviously, then you'd get a dragon.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, that's given. That's boring. Come on, we already know.
I'll go direwolf just to be different. You know, just to be different. I mean, I would gladly accept a dragon, but you know, if my bro's already rocking a dragon,
accept a dragon. Yes, I would.
Yeah,
I would accept one, but
if my bro's rocking a dragon already, it's like I'm already on the dragon side. Like I can work with something else.
It's like, I mean, you need 2 dragons.
I need 50,000 dragons with like 30 wolves.
That's an imbalance.
It's like, what? Who are you mad at? 50,000 dragons and 30 wolves. Yeah.
There wouldn't be enough things for them to burn.
Who is Rome? Yeah, because like already just like, you know, 10 dragons is crazy enough. Like, well, yeah, there you go. It has to be an extreme ratio, like 20 dragons and like 3 wolves.
Just 1 lone wolf.
And like 6 dragons, yeah.
All right.
What
go on.
Oh, I was just say whatever it is, it's got to be an obnoxious ratio, basically.
Okay.
Of resources. Yeah.
All right,
so
I feel like you would take a sword.
I am a swordy type fellow.
Yeah, I feel like a sword would be your thing. Like that would just be your.
Can I have 2 swords? Can I be like Arthur Dane?
Fuck it, why not?
Wait, was that Arthur Dane or was that someone else who had the 2 swords?
I think it was Arthur Dane.
Yeah, I would definitely love to be a 2 swords guy.
If it's not, please correct us.
All right. Yeah. So we got 2. Okay, so
secondary option. What for you? Like you would just use anything that you could just get your hand on, and I feel like for some reason you would find yourself in possession of like just. I'm not sure which way to go with this. So first I'll go with like you'd find yourself in possession of some. Be at some party, and some musician just died. You know, like he was the first one to die for some reason at this party.
Of course. Yeah.
And so somehow you would find yourself in possession of his loot.
Oh shit.
You would use that as like a secondary, you know, last ditch weapon. It would save you somehow, you know.
I would love to stab somebody with like the bow of like the fiddle or whatever the fuck. There's a lot of string instruments back then, huh?
Or you just like throw a drum at them.
Oh yeah.
Just catch them right, you know.
I would love to. Shit! I just had an idea and I lost it. It's okay. I'd find something. Versatile as fuck. And like we said, I'll go wolf. You know.
Wolf. Oh. Like dogs in the Midwest. Is the Midwest the North?
I feel like Midwest, honestly, is like... Well, no, that's not like the Riverlands, is it? Because that'd be like... Whenever you read the story, it sounds like the Riverlands are kind of in the center.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. Okay, so maybe they're the mid. But I mean, Blackfish, enough said, right?
Mm-hmm. But I mean, we do live by the Canadians.
All right.
So what's the North?
The North, man. So, what, you don't know how to read a map? It's the place that's up. Opposite of down. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on, bro.
Would Alaska be the North?
Oh, shit. Kinda, or at least Canada.
I mean, just staying in the U.S.
Then yeah, Alaska.
Alaska would be the North. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wide open. I think it's the... Is it the largest state or the second largest? It's up there, though. There you go. Alaska's the North.
Alaska's the North. Alaska is Winterfell. Or Winterfell's in Alaska. Yeah.
California's
awesome.
Castle Rock.
Or is that Washington, D.C.?
You know. Well, you know.
I recently heard King's Landing be compared to a D.C. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I would accept that. Because it's by
All
a
right.
river, I think.
Yeah, that too. Where the fuck is Bravos?
The fuck is Bravos?
I don't know, man. Where the fuck is Bravos? Okay. All right. Well,
all right.
Any other fun questions?
No, I think that is the last one for this episode.
All right, let's turn our attention to the theories of the Faceless Men, brought to you by the YouTube channel In Deep Geek, which is now being recycled and brought to you by Watch the Thrones. But again, go check out In Deep Geek if you still haven't yet. There's a whole playlist about the Faceless Men. It's great. So, last time I covered why was Jaqen in King's Landing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, he has a great video that I want to talk about now called, Was Serial Pharrell Jaqen in disguise? So, I could be a jerk and sum this up very quickly, but let's just take our time. So, what are the pros to this theory? Well, unfortunately, most of the pros only work if you watch the show. If you, the pros kind of fall short when you're in the books. So, in the show, they speak very similarly. They are both from Bravos in the books in the show, but like they both have lines about the god of death. But apparently, Syrio never mentions the god of death at all in the book, I guess. There's no line about what do we say to the god of death? Not today. Like that's only the show, you know. Hang on. Okay, there we go. The music was glitching, so I wasn't sure if I was glitching. But yeah, so another point is that we don't see him die in either, which, you know, to Martin's credit, we could get resolution to that eventually. But we never really, kind of, we're just supposed to forget about him with the show, you know? But at the same time, you know, he was the first sword of Bravos. You know, he was, you know, the way they leave it in the show, it's like, oh yeah, he died. He just died, you know? But it's like, he was the first sword of Bravos. He was like one of the most skilled fighter, basically, against Meryn Trant, who is not very good. And I mean, that's basically, he's not very good at all, you know? So it's just like, I could see him coming back, you know? But it doesn't really have anything to do if he's Jaqen or not once you get to the last con, which is their ideological differences. So, on the face of it, it looks like, Syrio teaches Arya, how to be sneaky, all these things, Jaqen and them teach her how to be sneaky, and how to do all these things. But basically, when you look at the what is his name? The nice man, the elderly man guy who's guiding her in the book and eventually turns into Jaqen in the show.
I forget the name of it. Yeah, but I know you're talking about. Yep.
But so Syrio's whole thing is seeing through disguises, whereas the Faceless Men's thing is being disguised, to kind of sum it up, Syrio has that whole speech about, his lord when he was, trying out to be the, up for possibly being the first sword. His lord showed him this cat and was like, they brought it to me from so-and-so. They say it's one of the largest of its kind. And he's like, I see cats like that every day in the alleys, He's like, they wanted it to be, exotic. So it was, but, they said its ears were short because it's how they grew up, when in fact it was just their ears were short from fighting, It's like, see with your eyes. So yeah, seeing through disguises, whereas the Faceless Men are about, Syrio's about seeing through the illusion, they are about creating the illusion, So, while Syrio may still be alive, possibly, it's very unlikely that he is Jaqen. So.
Yeah.
But that was what that video was about.
Interesting either way, though.
Yeah, I just want him to come back, because he's great,
All draw your swords, draw your steel. Or Syrio for real.
Yes. Dead homies. So next time, we will look at why was Jaqen in Old Town. So, yeah. Or no. Sorry, that's a little got ahead of myself. We will look at why did Jaqen recruit Arya, basically. So, be on the lookout for that. It's a very fascinating video.
For all the things
on Watch the Thrones.
Yes.
And look out for the Watch the Thrones YouTube channel, because that is coming very soon. I believe we just got the artwork set up for it and everything. So yeah, can't wait to get the videos going and sharing that stuff, because Apple Music is being slow. So we want more people to hear this stuff. So yeah. Watch the Thrones podcast at gmail.com, right?
Yes. Watch the Thrones podcast at gmail.com, and feel free to follow us, Maple Mix Productions.
Yes.
Facebook, YouTube, and all the other things.
Check out our other podcasts if you like music or music industry things. The Mixed Music Show. And check out his cousin's podcast. Wait.
What did you just say?
It's a good time. It's a real fun time. Featuring Ashley K,
the voice of the mountain.
The voice of the mountain. That's right. Not to be confused with the voice of the mountain, because Sir Robert Strong has no voice.
Wouldn't it be obnoxious if you just had that laugh, like like everything about you was the same? You just had that laugh. That was your laugh. And
life would be very different.
That was your laugh.
The world would never be the same.
No matter how hilarious you thought something was, your laugh never changed.
Nope. Imagine if Robert laughed like that.
Drink. Your king commands it.
There you go.
I don't want it.
I think you did.
I never have. I don't want it.
I think you really did want it.
I never have.
You did not. You did not stop.
Wait, so one last reaction. I need to get your thoughts on this. Okay, so I sent you a video, and I recommend everyone else watching this video. But yes, what did you think of the Game of Thrones top 10 or baddies tier list? How did you feel about that?
I have very little objections.
All right. Yeah, check out the channel. It's Dapper Politics. And yeah,
I have very little objections.
I found myself agreeing with very many things he said, especially the Daenerys moment.
Yep.
I believe we had very similar conversations. And you know what, though? I would have put Cersei higher. Yeah.
Yeah. I would have too, because, I mean...
Worth it. I do want it. I always have. Even when I first watched the show and totally misunderstood it, I knew I liked Cersei. I was all into that.
Jaime fucking sacrificed his whole character development just to go back with her. So shit.
That's that.
Like he said.
Yeah. He did say that, didn't he? He pointed that out, right? Yeah, that was great.
And I think when he talked about Brienne, I think he was going mostly off of the show.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, in the book, she's not.
No.
No,
I mean, she's not. They don't put too much emphasis on her looks in the show, but yeah, I believe the actress. You know, she's got a look to her. She's got a look to her.
Yeah, I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. It's TV. They got to get the dicks hard and shit.
Goddamn.
I mean, let's just be honest.
They knew what they were doing in season 1.
So yeah, I have very little that I disagree with.
All right, so list. Yeah. Check it out if you want. If you're a Game of Thrones house, if you're a all things that.
Also, what he said about Melisandre. Yeah.
Oh yeah, or all the red priestesses, huh?
Yeah.
Get it. Yeah. And then some, with an S.
Azor on your eye. Oh.
So yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. So as we were, I had to get his reaction on that. So yeah, check out the top 10. Check out the Game of Thrones baddie tier list by Dapper Politics if you are a male or a lesbian or whatever you are. Whatever you are, as long as you're.
Daenerys is hot as fuck.
Yes, she is. And there you go. Thanks again for watching. Watch the Thrones. Watch it. On YouTube when the channel's up. Yeah.
However you consume us.
Said as what I said to Melisandre. There you go. She can have my shadow anytime. Yeah. That's it, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Then I think there's only one thing left to say.
And now. Wait.
I don't know how to do this right. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
That's what Jon said to Ingrid. That's why she kept saying, "You know nothing, Jon Snow. You don't even know how to do this right."
All right, and now our watch has ended in 3, 2, 1,
and now our watch has crumbled.
Maybe we should just record this sometime, and we'll get it. We'll get it. We will get this right. I will get it right.
I won't.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
You know what? Go do some green seeing, and we'll see y'all next time. How about that?
And let's leave you with one of the baddest bitches to do it, huh?
When you play Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Daenerys is still hotter though.
Yes.
Everything we do is sweet.